What's going on, guys? This is Miasin and welcome to my MATHMECH deck profile. So this deck is extremely consistent. It really can do a lot, and if you don't know what it does, you will definitely lose to it at your next YCS because it really has a lot of good matchups, and on game 1, it can search Summon Limit because of the fact that you probably don't play Nibiru, so there's almost nothing that can stop me from being able to achieve that absolutely gorgeous combo. So before this video starts, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And now let's jump right into it. So I am playing 2 Parallel Exceed with a lot of MATHMECH monsters: triple circular, triple diameter, double sigma, triple subtraction, and triple addition. So I just want to say that you can technically play 3 Parallel Exceed if you really want to. That is definitely a very respectable option. I am pretty down for that. And then the other MATHMECH monsters, double sigma, because it's not really a card that you're trying to draw because you're always going to be foolishing it with circular anyways. So it becomes a little redundant when you start seeing way too many copies. Because, you know, if you draw like Silent Mining plus, let's say, sigma, you're not really foolishing for much with a circular. Unless you have like diameter and you really want a lot of variety with different names for your MATHMECH combo. But it's not like super needed. So yeah, 2 is way more than enough. And I'm not playing Nabla and Multiplication because they achieve absolutely nothing on their own. They're not 1-card starters, and they're like some of the worst extenders that you can play because if your normal summon gets stopped, you don't play at all. Whereas these ones you can still play because if your opponent has a monster, you can start targeting your opponent's monsters in order to summon them and then keep playing from there. Of course, Diameter is the normal summon of the deck, and Circular doesn't really require you to have anything at all. Both players can have 0 monsters on their field, and you can still get your play started with Circular. So this is both an extender and a starter. So obviously, you know, Brain Death 3 of just as well as the other ones. And of course, Diameter follows suit. And I'm playing 12 hand shops, so triple Ash, triple DD Crow, triple Veiler, and triple Imperm. Again, this is very interchangeable depending on the format. So sometimes Ogre could be good, sometimes Ghost Bell could be good, but very rarely. Droll and Logbird could make sense, but I want to say in the format that we're going to be getting this deck in, Power of the Elements, these are probably going to be the best hand shops. DD Crow, in case you don't know, can really hit Splight because of Ronan Totem. And against Tier Elements, it's pretty nice being able to banish the Tier Element monster as it tries to fuse. That way, it will not resolve. Veiler is Veiler, Imperm is Imperm, and it doesn't lose to Call by the Grave or triple Tactic Talents. You can draw it for turn and not be mad. You can draw it off of Desires, not be mad. And Ash is just super versatile. So I don't have a lot of super powerful arguments for these hand shops. It's just that they're decent. You might as well play them. Another, you know, decent thing that you could be doing would be playing Dark Ruler No More. I really don't recommend Forbidden Droplet because sending cards to the graveyard is very expensive in this kind of deck. There are not that many decks that can play Droplet very effectively, and unfortunately, this is not one of them. So unless you're getting value off of the cards that you're sending with Droplet, I usually do not recommend it. So yeah, Dark Ruler could make a lot of sense though, to be honest. And I'm playing double copies of triple Tactic Talents. I was gonna say double triple. Goddamn. Yeah, this card is good. I guess it's like almost 2 extra Call by the Grave. A little worse most of the time. I want to say Call by the Grave is a bit better than triple Tactic Talents. If I had the option of playing 3 Call by the Grave, 0 talents, I would definitely be doing that, but it is what it is. I guess we just want like more ways of being able to punish our opponent for hand shopping us, which is most likely gonna happen in Splight format, and also being able to steal monsters without targeting, applying a little bit of pressure can definitely be appreciated sometimes. MATHMECH Equation is a Monster Reborn, searchable, so might as well play 1. Double copies of Super Factorial, which is a Tri-Brigade Revolt. I like this card at 2. I think it makes a lot of sense. Of course, double Desires, 1 Floodgate of your choice. This is any spell trap card that is searchable in Yu-Gi-Oh! I just felt like Summon Limit was probably the best one to search on game 1 when you have no idea what your opponent is playing, because it hits a lot of decks and it almost makes you win the game on its own. And then of course triple Silent Mining for consistency, and that's pretty much it for the main deck. So 40 cards, I want to say this deck really wants to play 40 because you want to see your circular all the time, you want to see your hand shops, you want to see just a lot of, you know, very powerful cards, and, you know, Desires being able to not really hurt you because all of your main deck core strategy monsters are like 2 or 3 ofs. Is absolutely beautiful. So moving on to the extra deck, I'm on double Alambertian and double Laplacian because I'm also playing double Super Factorial, so I can resolve it twice, meaning that I can Laplacian my opponent twice. And the Alambertian is a card that you always go into on turn 1, and you just want a second copy for like your follow-up play. So 2-2 is pretty good. I'm not playing these Synchro monsters because they don't do any more than the Xyz monsters or even Link Climbing, so To me, it just didn't make enough sense. Access Code, Appaloosa, Transcode, Update Jammer, Splash Mage, Cyrus Wicked, Masquerina, Link Disciple, Link Devotee, Link Garibo, and El Mirage. I will now explain all these cards. Access Code is a no-brainer. It can have 56, I believe, 5300 attack, and attack twice if it is summoned using the Update Jammer. Appaloosa is never summoned on your turn because you're always locked under Cyrus monsters only, with cards like, MATHMECH Sigma and some other stuff. And then Transcode Talker, it's a monster reborn, Link 3 monster, really allows you to Link climb into Access Code easy. Very broken card. Update Jammer, obviously, any monster that is Link summoned using Update Jammer can attack twice, so that's great. And then Splash Mage, reviving back anything. This is also a staple in every single Cyrus deck. Cyrus Wicked is just absolutely amazing. You can search Cyrus Tuners and monsters, Cyrus Tuners, when you summon anything to a zone it points to. And Diameter just happens to be a Cyrus Tuner, and it's a very good card. It's a monster reborn on normal summon, and if it is used as an Xyz or Synchro material, during the turn that monster is summoned, it becomes like an Omni Negate, so that's even better. Yeah, very good card. IP Masquerina, that's how you get to Appaloosa on your opponent's turn. And then Link Disciple and Link Devotee. If you don't really understand what these cards do, just check my combo video, man. And then Link Garibo, this effect could come up, honestly, but not that often. But still, being able to negate, evenly matched could be very interesting. Or against like trap decks, you can apply pressure just by normal summoning any Cyrus monster going second. And Salamangreat El Mirage is when you brick completely. Your hand is like, let's say Ash and Parallel Exceed. You can still play the game because you go normal summon Ash, make the El Mirage, and then summon Parallel Exceed, summon another one, make the Alambertian, this card, and then, search your Circular, and then you get to play from there. So 15 cards in the extra deck, obviously. Not trying to play 14 or 16, not trying to get a DQ, you know what I'm saying? And for the idea section, Token Collector, I don't know why this is here, Geomethmech Magma, Light Dragon Adignister, never really comes up, I don't know. Heat Soul is actually very good, you could definitely main deck it. The only reason why I'm kind of on the edge, I'm really iffy about this card is because the Link Devotee locks me off of summoning Link 3 or higher Link monsters. I would have to summon this on my opponent's turn, or compromise on the Link Devotee play, but I really want to make Masquerina, and I don't really want to make Masquerina for Heat Soul, I want to make Masquerina for Appaloosa, so Heat Soul didn't really make enough sense because of my game plan. But the card is good overall. Anyways, for the other trap cards, Mischief of the Gnomes, broken card against Blight, it's basically a turn skipper. DDG, this is a searchable turn skipper against a lot of decks. Appointer of the Red Lotus, broken in game 2 and 3. MATHMECH Adduction, another searchable card that actually does something and interrupts your opponent. Summon Limit is already in the deck. Mask of Restrict for Flunderies, Drytron, a lot of decks. Mask of Restrict is actually pretty nice. You can also protect yourself from Kaiju, Sphere Mode, etc. And then, of course, Macrocosmos, Royal Decree, Anti-Spell, Stygian Dirge, another card that is really good against Blight. And finally, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. This card is very good against Tier Elements and Phantom Knight, and so many other decks. So that's pretty much it for this absolutely beautiful MATHMECH deck profile. Let me know your thoughts about this deck in the comment section below. You think it's gonna be tier 1? Absolutely, man. It will be tier 1, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.